What was your reaction when you heard that, calling your ideas indefensible, saying that you were selling them false promises?
Well, two things. If you listen to the whole discussion that she had, a very important point that she made is that a lot of young people who went into debt, worked very hard to get a good education, get out of school and can't find jobs commensurate with the education that they received. And there's a lot of unhappiness about young people, and this is an issue that we must address.
She also said this about your supporters, and let me also remind people you should go and listen, go to the Washington Free Beacon website. They have the whole comments. You should listen to them all. But she said this about your supporters.
Some are new to politics completely. They're children of the Great Recession, and they are living in their parents' basement. So if you're feeling that you're consigned to, being a barista or, some other job that doesn't pay a lot and doesn't have much of a ladder of opportunity attached to it, then the idea that maybe, just maybe, you could be part of a political revolution is pretty appealing.
What was your reaction to that, sir?
Well, I agree with her. What she is saying is what I suggested a moment ago. There are young people who went deeply into debt, worked very hard to get a good education, and yet they're getting out of school and they can't find decent paying jobs. And that is a major problem. They are living in their parents' basements, and that's the point there. So I personally do believe we do need a political revolution.
Senator, what would you say to a Bernie Sanders supporter who listens to that tape and thinks, that sounds condescending to call me a basement-dwelling barista that is buying false promises from Bernie Sanders, and I think she's just using Bernie Sanders to get elected? What is your message to that Bernie Sanders supporter?
This is what the message would be. Take a hard look, not at Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, take a hard look at the needs of the American people. And issue by issue, whether it is climate change, whether it is Citizens United, the need to overturn that, whether it is pay equity for women, whether it is raising the minimum wage to a living wage, rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure, a tax system that says to Trump and his friends they are going to start paying their fair share of taxes. Look at Clinton's positions, look at Trump's positions, understand that one or the other of those two will be the next president of the United States. And after you take a hard look at those two candidates and their issues, I think the conclusion that the vast majority of people will reach is that Clinton is far and away the superior candidate.